what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the graphic novel Batman The Golden Age Volume 1. Now I must admit I've been had this book like years ago, and I'm just not getting to actually reviewing it. Actually I was just not finishing it, but I've been had this for a while, just had never done it. Now this actually collects like the golden age of the Batman comics stories, because most of them, actually all of them in here are like done by Bob Kane, so I thought that was awesome. So each one in here has him involved in it, but it has like other, like I think they call them ghost writers, because sometimes people wrote the stories but you didn't know who that was that actually had did it. So it collects the Detective Comics from issue 27 all the way to issue 45. Then it also collects Batman issues 1, 2, 3, and the New York World Spur comics. So you see all like the first, you see like Batman's like first ever tale, like Detective Comics issue 27, because I already had read that before, you know. Plus you also get to see like the story that introduced like Robin and like the Joker and Catwoman, like their first very tales. So I think that's awesome. You like Hugo Strange, because it was actually Hugo Strange who was actually like his first like super villain that was introduced. Then it went into like the Joker and all that and so on. But I do feel like at times, you know, now when Bob Kane was doing this thing, these were kind of like serious, even when Robin came into it, because at first it was really just Batman. I already kind of knew that though. Like for like just about a year, it was mostly just like Batman himself alone. I thought that was cool, and he was like dark and brooding like he is, you know, like how he be, you know. So I think that was awesome. But once like Robin came into it, that's when it started getting kind of campy and kind of, you know, kind of like cheesy like. But once he comes into it though, being that these are still like done by Bob Kane, it still has like a serious tone to it, because I think it's once Bob Kane left, that's when it started getting all like when he was doing like aliens and all kind of like weird like stuff, you know. Kind of even read some of those, I thought was kind of like one too great. But overall, I think for its time, you could tell they have violent. I think I mentioned this before, like in other reviews, like Batman was actually kind of violent in some of these tales. There's moments where he actually does kill people, but he didn't have no choice but to kill people. You know, he's even shooting people with guns and so on, because he had no choice, you know. So I thought that was kind of interesting that he was like kind of like killing people when he had to. And he did seem kind of bad in certain extents, because at times like Gordon himself, like Commissioner Gordon, and that's another thing I was always cool too about those two. He was always there. Like, as soon as Detective Comics issue 27 started, the first ever like Batman comic, Gordon be right there with Bruce Wayne talking to, because he didn't know that Bruce Wayne was like Batman. So I thought that was awesome. And of course, as we all know, Bruce Wayne, it was revealed at the end of the first tale of Detective Comics issue 27 that Bruce Wayne was Batman, because we didn't know that he was actually Batman at first to the end of that story. So I always thought that was awesome. But yeah, Gordon even has the cops after him. So Gordon at this point in these stories are really kind of against Batman. He has the cops against him, and the cops do be shooting at Batman and so on. So I think that was awesome that it was actually like that at first, you know. But yeah, in the end, Batman The Golden Age Volume 1, like I said, I had this years ago. I forgot exactly when I had got it. I think I had got it when it was originally released, but I had it all this time. Yeah, I think they had put this together in 2016, well, that's when it was released, I believe. I think I had it then, if I'm not mistaken. I just never had reviewed it, and I'm sure it's other volumes too. I think it was a pretty solid read, and it is awesome getting to see all like the early, like the first ever like Batman stories. That is awesome, you know. You even get to see, like I said, the introduction of the Joker, which I already had read those, like Catwoman, you know, and so on, like Robin. You get to see their very first ever tales when they are introduced, and it's like seeing how the Joker was. He was actually fighting and stuff, fighting Batman and so on. I thought that was kind of interesting, you know. But yeah, in the end, Batman The Golden Age Volume 1, I'd give it a B-. And I would definitely recommend, especially if you're like curious about Batman's first ever tales, you would definitely have to read that, because it even has the very first Detective Comics issue 27 from 1939, the first ever Batman issue. It even has that, you know. It has the first Joker story, the first Catwoman story, the first Robin story. All those are within that book, so I would definitely recommend reading that, you know, because you get to see those. So yeah, I'm giving this a B-. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.